Okay, we're here with Sandra Snyman. She's a fourth year in electrical and electronic engineering. Good morning, Sandra.
Morning.
Sandra, thank you for joining us. Could you tell me, to start off with, how did you choose to become an engineer?
It was a difficult decision for me. I didn't have any clear path of where I wanted to go. Basically, I thought I was going to try something very difficult, and then I'd see if I'd be able to manage it. And then if I couldn't, I'd try something else. So I felt like I'd go for engineering. And then in first year, I started in industrial. And then after first year, I switched to E&E. Because it excited me a bit more. And I was really happy with my switch.
What drew you into E&E from industrial?
Yeah, so I had the feeling that I would be satisfied in either. But what I got from E&E was the excitement of being kind of at the forefront of building new things, as well as fundamental understanding of how things work. So I'm not quite studying science. It is engineering, but it's still learning things about signals signals and electromagnetics and the kind of thing about how the world is physically put together. Starting in computer systems in the second year was also a big defining thing for me, and learning how computers work. That I think got me really excited.
What was the biggest thing that you had to adapt to? What was the most difficult thing for you in your first year coming from high school into university?
It's difficult work. It's a lot of work at the same time. The pace is very quick. I think it helps being around people who want to succeed as well. So I remember coming into first year and being so excited about all the very clever engineering students who are around me, and I think that helped me get through the difficulty of it, because it is real. There's a lot of subjects also in first year. It's a very broad subject. And if you know very clearly where you want to be and what you consider to be irrelevant to that, you might not give all the subjects the same attention. But for me, I was in a very sort of exploratory phase, so I enjoyed the wide variety that we got in first year. So I think, be open to that. Be open to learning some things that you maybe don't think are necessary to you. Why am I doing chemistry if I'm not going to chemical engineering? But I think if you get excited about learning, I think all of that will be helpful to you.
Okay. Could you talk me through your typical day campus at university? What does it look like? We're in COVID now, so everything's a bit messed up, but what does your typical day look like?
So that depends semester to semester, because we have, we have semesters we have full days of classes. But we'll have most days, the morning to the lunchtime is full of classes, maybe a free here or there, and then your afternoons will mostly have tutorials, which is, going to solve some problems in a specific subject with the help of peers, with the help of tutors, with the help of the lecturers. It's a full day of work. That's also a big adjustment. You'll be seeing your BA friends go in for a few hours and then go home, and you'll feel sad that you're working from 8 to 5. So it's a full day of work, basically.
And after hours, do you also have to put in some after hours work for engineering? I'm assuming you do, because the engineering students look tired all the time.
Yeah, it's very much the case. You always want to be prepared before taking in new information, so it's always a lot of revision and work.
Is there still space to lead a balanced life? I mean, I've spoken to a few people now, and they do things. They still get around and manage to be hardcores. They tend to do social activities at churches or stuff. Is there still space within the daily calendar to do that?
I think that there's definitely time to still lead a balanced life. There's a lot happening on campus. There's always something to join in on. I think you'll find that if you make the most of the time that you have in a day, if you don't waste time while you're trying to be working, I think you'll find that there's definitely enough time to properly relax afterwards.
Okay, good. As a final thought, maybe, what do you think has been the most important thing that you've learned in the last 3 years? I know you still have a year to go and you'll still learn a bit. What has been the most important skill that you've acquired or thing that you've learned?
Oh, wow. Yeah, there's been a lot of learning. I think understanding the field of engineering is a big thing, coming from as a high school student with no experience. Understanding how things are developed, understanding what it takes to implement solutions to problems. A lot of broad things like that. Yeah, that's a hard thing. There's going to be a lot of different lessons. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Any lessons that you would, or anything that you wish you knew when you were in matric before you entered engineering? Anything that you wish somebody told you earlier?
I wish someone had told me to study E&E from the beginning, but I probably wouldn't have listened to them at that point. I don't feel I missed out anything by starting in industrial, but I took a gap year after high school to take some time to think about. But yeah, I think this is the thing that I've learned is that everyone should be studying E&E. It's I've enjoyed every module over and over. So yeah. What people should be telling matrics to study E&E because it's really
I don't think we're allowed to say that, but let's keep it. Okay, so Sandra, I know that you have taken up employment, holiday employment, just now between your third and fourth year. Could you maybe just tell us what type of things you're doing there and how you're experiencing it?
Yeah, so with the help of you, Prof. Boyson, I was able to obtain an internship at Go Metro. So what I'm doing there is working with two other interns from my class. We are doing a programming project. So it's both managing the project and planning the aspects that are necessary for it, thinking about what the users will need, and yeah, hopefully presenting Go Metro with a useful program at the end of it.
Okay. What has been your biggest insight going into this job environment from being a student? Surely it wasn't exactly what you expected.
Yeah, well, we have a really great working environment there. So things like, I think the group aspect of it has been very interesting. It's coming in, I knew that I appreciated being able to work in a group. You get input from different people. You've got perspectives that are other than your own, which is really great. So I think I've learned a lot about collaboration with it, which is a very useful thing to learn as an engineer.
Yeah, for sure. Really grateful, Sandra, for you spending some time with us, sharing your insight with us. Good luck for your final year. I'm sure it will be good. Hopefully not too many interruptions because of COVID. So thank you very much.
Thank you.